Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Dogecoin. And if you remember, in the previous video we were right around the highs in here, and I said in Doge most likely in the short term we are going to have a move down, but the move down itself is not really that important. What really matters is the shape of that move down. If we get a slow and choppy move, that could be an optimistic sign suggesting we're going to get another move up at least. If we get a relatively strong move down without a whole lot of overlapping of the waves, well, okay, that's not going to be a good sign suggesting maybe this point is actually some sort of a top, and potentially it can be the end of, you know what I'm about to say, an A, B, C in form of a running flat structure. So what happened? We did get a move down, and I think we need to go on some lower time frames and check out the shape of our move. So what do we have in here? And first things first, where is the highest high in this chart from crypto.com? As you can see, yes, I think we can say this point is the highest high. Now, I think we can all kind of agree that starting from here, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into a wave 1, correction structure into wave 2, probably to about this point, or maybe here, doesn't really matter a whole lot, and then another move down into our wave 3, correction structure for 4. I would say this is probably an ABC flat structure, and this can be to about here, another impulse down into our wave 5. So by the first look, we're not necessarily optimistic in Doge, and the current move up can be just a simple correction structure, maybe, yes, sure, in form of an ABC flat, suggesting, well, okay, most likely in the short term, after this move up into our C leg is over, we're going to have another move on the downside. So this is not necessarily an optimistic sign. Can we consider another possibility? Yes. And in that scenario, I still believe that this is an impulsive structure on the downside. I'm just going to say maybe this 5 wave down, it's going to be into the C leg of an ABC expanded flat. This is also another possibility, suggesting this time the final low in Doge is actually already in right in here, and this is a 1 correction for 2, and we can get a big move up into wave 3, 4, 5. So what should we do at the moment? It depends. If I already have Dogecoin, I'm not actually going to open some more positions right around the current area. If I don't have Dogecoin, I'm not going to buy it right in here. Why? Because sure, there is a chance that we may have a bit of a bullish setup, a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. But because I have some doubt about this whole structure being an impulsive movement, and also at the same time, since I have better looking charts for trading, well, okay, again, makes perfect sense to not touch Dogecoin around the current area. However, I think we definitely need to pay attention to what is happening in this region, because if I see a very strong move on the upside, something like this, let's just say this one, okay, like a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 wave up. Excuse me, my mouse is a bit glitchy. Let's just say this one, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in order to especially get back above this unbelievably important level, which the higher band of it is about, let's say, like the 20 cents area. Okay, at that point, I'm going to be bullish in Doge with a lot more confidence. As long as I'm not seeing that, I don't really think that in the short term in Doge, we are having a good long opportunity. Sure, again, this might be a bit of a bullish setup, but from my point of view, there are actually better looking charts out there. So for now, in the short term, if we want to be optimistic, we need to see a move up, a very strong one soon into wave 3, and then a slow and choppy move, a correction for 4, and followed by that another move on the upside into wave 5. On the other hand, if we are looking bearish, and I am right about this structure being an ABC running flat to about this point, then okay, we are going to see at that point, starting from here or maybe a bit higher, a move down. And in that move, when we take this important low about, let's say, 15.2 cents, at that point, we can actually say with quite a bit more confidence that in Doge, more likely than not, we are looking more bearish than bullish just in the short term. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Dogecoin's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.